I burned down everything I wasn't. And now, I'm building a stronger, more alive version of myself. Everything I was meant to become is what I'll build bit by bit.
Hello, it's Casey from the Ashes. It's been a long time since I made a video. I think more than a month, maybe longer. The last video I had such big plans and nothing really happened with those, so I don't have any plans right now either. I just wanted to check in. I got a new ride. Unexpected. And although I love it, it was not my budget or it wasn't even on my radar. I did not want the commitment of a car payment. So I had been saving, as you may remember from my previous videos, I was saving what I could every month in the hopes that I could buy a car outright in January or February. But my poor car didn't last that long. So I spent a good part of October frantically trying to find financing for a car. And I'm happy with my car. Don't get me wrong. I'm not interested in debt, adding more debt to my already humongous mountain of debt. But because I live out in the country and everything is out in the country, like, to do anything I needed a car. And I have no one, I don't have a spouse, my siblings are all without cars as well. So anyway, that was pretty much the gist of my October. I keep hiding the shin because, oh my god, it suddenly aged like 50 years up there. Usually I use the gua sha, however you say that little tool, and it helps with the aging, but I haven't done that lately. So things are all crazy for me. I'm not unhappy, but I'm not happy. I'm just surviving right now at this point, which isn't terrible, but it's not it's not how I wanted to end the year. And the year is fast approaching. The end of the year is just, I don't know, 6 weeks away, 7 weeks, I'm not even sure. But it's Friday, November 7th. I just picked up I had to work Halloween for a short while, so I picked up my pay from the pizza place. I didn't want to work Halloween, but being the spinster that I am, I couldn't say no when she asked if I would work, because because everyone else most of them have kids. So I said yes, and I worked, and it was insanely busy. Everybody wanted a chicken wing. And by the next day was my niece's 13th birthday, and I was so exhausted, but we had plans. Anyway, I don't know if you can see them all. Let's see, 4:30 to 9:30. We got $85. And that night, we each made $50 in tips, which is amazing. We don't usually walk away with that much in tips. So I was very happy with that. And I used it towards, I don't even know, actually, towards, my niece's birthday. where things like balloons and cakes. Got a little mini cakes instead of a giant cake, and we got gift bags for her friends, Starbucks gift cards and little trinkets put in. So I guess all that stuff adds up. And today I had my very first parent-teacher conference, because usually my sister is raising my great niece and nephew, and she moved out to be with her boyfriend, and my niece opted to stay with me. So we've been together now for over a year and a couple months. But my sister has continued until recently doing all the, the parent-teacher things, the calling the school, taking care of things. But she's not doing so great these days, my sister. Something is happening with her health, her life, her romance, her new life. So she's taken a back seat to my niece's life, and I've taken up more and more of the responsibilities. So today was her parent-teacher conference, and my very first, and I have to admit I was very nervous, pretty much like going into the principal's office. And she got very good reviews. She has 2 teachers in grade 8. They're trying to get her used to high school, where she'll have four different courses or classes, 4 different teachers. They're trying to get her all of them used to, like, the rotations or whatever they're called. But anyway, she has beef with one of the teachers. I don't know what's happened there. The one teacher just yells at her, and my niece does not respond well to any anger, any raised voices, any like yelling. Like, she does not want to be like, she's a lot like me in a lot of ways. When the teacher yells at you, all eyes are on you. So I think that is one of the things that triggers her. I mean, this little girl has not had an easy life, and thank God my sister took over her care, or else I don't know where she would be. But now I have to step up, take a little bit less me time, because I do tend to isolate a lot and become more of a participant in their lives, which is fine. It's actually good. I love my niece to death. I mean, she's my little shadow. We go everywhere together. And I want her to succeed. I don't want her to, just be lost in the cracks and perhaps, join her parents in their addictions. I do not want to see that happen. So I'll do whatever I can to make sure, without pushing her over the edge. Because with I consider this my second batch of niece and nephews, and my first batch, my nephew was my shadow. Whew. But I placed such high expectations on him. I pressured him, pushed him, expected only the best from him. I was, too hard on him, maybe. I gave him the world. It wasn't about that, but I wanted him to go places. I wanted him to be a star. Whatever he wanted to do, I believed in him, which I guess is the idea. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I pushed him too hard, too much, demanded too much of him. And that kind of led to his drinking problem, his addictions, his esteem problems. And the reason for the tears oh shit. As he died, he was killed in a hit and run. Let's see, 9 years ago now. Fighting his own demons. I feel like maybe I was one of the reasons why he was on that road that night, because I expected so much of him. Anyway, I'm not losing her that way, so I'm trying to find that careful balance between believing in her, pushing her, but not pushing her too hard, not letting her slack, demanding a little bit more from her, but not over the edge. I mean, I'm trying to find that healthy balance of demanding so much from a person. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional. But yeah, my nephew's death is a open wound still, because we never did find out who killed him, who ran him over. And he was only 29. I mean, he had so much time. He had two babies. One wasn't even one yet. He was like 1 month away from his 1-year birthday, and his baby girl was not 2 yet. So, I mean, your whole life just ends, and then your kids are left without a father. And I lost my sunshine. That's not what this video was meant to be about, but it's a little bit explanation of my mentality right now, my mental state. I'm scared to push too hard, but I don't want to not push at all, you know? I was a Gen X, as they say, and raised by parents. Heavy drinkers, weekend warriors. I mean, they're very popular social, and they were second marriages for both, and I was the mistake baby. So by the time I came along, they didn't have the time or energy to give me what I needed, which was, I don't know, routines. They didn't care. They didn't care what I was doing. They didn't care what time I was out or any of that. And I want the routine for my babies. I want them to know that I'm thinking about them, worried about them, caring about them. But then also, I'm finding that whatever's happening in the mind is, I mean, I have crazy mind. I'll be honest. I worry about the weirdest things. I cannot take the boys, who are now 10, hiking. Like, we have where we are is very beautiful waterfalls hiking area, And I'm super paranoid that they're gonna get too close to the edge and fall over. So we stopped hiking beautiful areas like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I gotta work on with a therapist, probably. Oh, it's getting busy here, so I'm gonna turn off the camera. I'm just checking in, I'm fine, and I'll come back with a plan.